46.70.
So an ounce an hour that again, eh?
Yeah.
Tony Beets has mastered the art of gold mining in the wild Yukon, turning his know-how into a $580,000 just last week.
Right now, we're at 6,988 ounces.
He zeroes in on 2 expansive tracts of land, confident that treasures lie hidden beneath. Leveraging the peak gold prices, every speck he uncovers could mean a windfall. His heavy machinery tears through the earth, revealing the precious metal stashed below. What hidden treasures might the Yukon still hold for Tony? Join us to discover how gold miners risk their lives for the ultimate treasure. Tony's amazing treasure hunt in Yukon. Tony Beets is known for his straightforward approach when it comes to mining gold in the Yukon. He's been in this line of work for almost 40 years, and he has a solid reputation for making a lot of money from it. Just last week, his strategies earned him a hefty $580,000. Tony focuses on 2 large pieces of land he believes are rich with gold. He's been acquiring land in this area for a very long time, confident that beneath the surface lies a lot of gold waiting to be unearthed. This is particularly appealing now since gold prices are at an all-time high, meaning even the smallest bit of gold found could potentially lead to a big payday. Looking at his specific operations, the Indian River site is one he's returning to with the goal of mining about 5,000 ounces of gold. That's a significant amount, and with the current strong market prices, those ounces could easily convert into millions in revenue. Then there's Paradise Hill, about 40 miles north, which he expects will yield another 4,000 ounces of gold. Together, these sites could potentially bring his total earnings up to an impressive $16 million. However, mining gold isn't as simple as just picking it up off the ground. Each location has its unique challenges. Paradise Hill, for example, offers great potential, but also presents significant difficulties. To tackle these, Tony has invested in some serious equipment. He brought in a huge new bulldozer capable of moving 45 yards of earth at a time and the largest excavator found in the Yukon. These machines are enormous and designed to cut through the ground quickly, helping him access the gold more efficiently. In a similar vein, Tony is also working on a project to build a special road to accelerate his gold-digging operations. By constructing this road, he's essentially creating a faster, more direct route to the gold-rich areas.
What did it take you, Monica?
5.5, 6.
Wow. Good. Awesome.
This road is like setting up a highway that goes straight to the treasure, streamlining the process and potentially boosting his gold output significantly. Just like the heavy machinery he uses to break through tough terrain, this road is a strategic move to get to the gold more quickly and keep up his streak of successful gold hauls. One particular spot on his radar is an 8-acre piece of land on Paradise Hill that's not new to him. He discovered it was rich with gold nuggets 30 years ago. Now, Tony's strategy is pretty straightforward. Go back to that same old spot, dig deeper than ever before, and see if there's still gold waiting to be found. It's similar to trying to reheat a meal from yesterday and hoping it's still tasty. It worked once, why not try again?
Wow. That's going to make one heck of a difference. Good. Awesome. New road is in, so let's get some people on them trucks and let's give it. Yep. Okay.
Gold mining is a very up and down business. The price of gold can shoot up one day and plummet the next. Right now, Tony's doing well, but he knows this good streak might not last. That's why he's working extra hard this year. He wants to dig up and sift through tons of dirt to find the small, valuable bits of gold that will keep his business profitable. It's a hard and boring job, but it's necessary. Tony's strategy involves more than just putting in the hard work and hoping things go well. Good timing is crucial in his plan. Mining gold when the market prices are high means that even a small amount of gold can bring in a lot of money. It's a smart way to work, but it feels like a constant race against the clock and the ever-changing market conditions. Everything has to run smoothly. There can't be any breakdowns, no sudden bad weather, nothing unexpected that could mess up his plans. A lot can go wrong, and if it does, it could be disastrous. But if all goes well, the payoff can be huge. Besides the basic mining, there's a lot Tony has to manage. He needs to keep his equipment in top shape. If something breaks, it could stop all his work, costing time and money. He also has to watch the weather closely. Bad weather can ruin his mining plans, leading to delays and losses, and he must stay informed about gold prices. A drop in prices could mean that all his hard work doesn't pay off as much as he hoped. Tony also has to think about his team. Managing a crew in such a tough job isn't easy. He needs to make sure everyone is trained well, working efficiently, and staying safe. Keeping morale high is important too, because long, tough work days can wear people down. He also has to make sure he's hiring the right people, workers who are as committed and hard-working as he is. Dive deeper into Tony's tactics as we explore how his smart decisions and big investments help him aim for even greater profits. Building insane roads to riches. Adding to his strategy, Tony is also building a special road to speed up the process of getting to these gold-rich areas. Think of it as creating a direct route to the treasure. This road isn't just about getting there faster. It's about maximizing efficiency and output. By building this road, Tony is essentially cutting down the travel and transport time, which means more time digging and less time moving equipment and dirt around. This could dramatically increase how much gold he can extract during the good times, making sure he gets the most out of the high gold prices while they last. It's about working smarter, not just harder, and staying ahead in the fast-paced world of gold mining. So, what's the reason behind Tony Beets' success in gold mining? Honestly, it might be simpler than you think. His success boils down to a few basic principles. Keep at it consistently, really know your way around the land, use the right equipment, and work all the time. A bit of good luck also plays a role. It shows that sticking to basic, tried-and-true methods can really pay off, especially in a business as unpredictable as gold mining. Tony's approach isn't just about putting in the hours. It's about being smart, knowing the best times to push hard and taking full advantage of every chance he gets. This knack for timing and seizing opportunities is a big part of why he continues to do well in the rough and rugged environment of the Yukon. And with his recent earnings of $580,000 in just 1 week, it's clear he has no plans to ease up. This isn't just about being physically at the site digging up dirt. It's about being strategic and making clever moves. Digging for gold effectively requires more than just strength and endurance. It demands a deep understanding of the terrain. Tony's extensive experience has given him an intimate knowledge of where to dig and how deep to go to hit gold. Additionally, having high-quality, reliable machinery can make a huge difference. These tools need to handle the harsh conditions and heavy use that come with the territory in gold mining. But beyond just having the right tools and knowledge, Tony's strategy includes maintaining a relentless pace. He's out there every day, pushing himself and his team to cover as much ground as possible. This persistence ensures that they're always making progress, always moving dirt, and always increasing their chances of finding gold.
I think if I go forwards, we got it.
That looks good. Yeah, good. She's clear and you're floating. So pull. There you go. The whole thing is floating.
Moreover, Tony's wisdom in knowing when to revisit old sites and when to invest in new areas is crucial. He doesn't just randomly pick spots. He chooses based on past successes and gut feelings about where the next big find might be. This ability to read the land and anticipate where gold might be hiding is what sets him apart from many others in the field. Lastly, part of his success strategy is also about adapting to the market. By watching gold prices and understanding market trends, Tony can decide the best times to ramp up operations or to sell his gold. This economic savvy ensures he maximizes profits and minimizes losses, adapting his strategies to suit the market conditions. Tony Beets' method is a mix of hard work, strategic planning, and a bit of luck. But more than anything, it's about not giving up. Even when the days are long and the work is hard, he keeps going, driven by the belief that the next big gold strike could be just under the next pile of dirt. It's this mix of physical effort, mental sharpness, and unyielding drive that keeps Tony Beets at the top of his game in the world of gold mining. Obstacles are just hidden chances to shine. See how Tony tackles tough challenges with the latest technology, pushing the limits to reach deep buried gold. Breaking through to unreachable Yukon gold. Tony Beets is really into speeding up the process of getting gold from beneath the earth. He stumbled upon a spot he calls Pay Layer, where he thought there'd be a lot of gold waiting deep under the ground. The problem was, this gold was 80 feet down, which was way beyond what his old equipment could manage. In the past, reaching that deep would have taken him about 3 weeks. However, Tony is big on making his gear better, and now he's set on reaching that depth in just 5 days. He bought a new massive excavator recently, the 950 model, and it's totally changed the game for him. This beast of a machine can fill up huge trucks with dirt and rocks in just 3.5 loads, which has slashed the time it takes to move earth from a whole day to just a few hours. But when Tony and his team started to dig, they hit a huge snag. They ran into a layer of ground that was so tough and frozen, it felt more like trying to dig through concrete. They've even named it the frozen wall because it just stops everything in its tracks. Trying to get past this frozen barrier is like trying to dig through a brick wall with a plastic spoon. It just doesn't work. They're stuck, not making any progress, and it's really ticking away at their time. The frustration among Tony and his crew is really starting to show because every moment they can't dig, they're losing valuable time that could be spent finding gold. As the clock keeps ticking, the pressure mounts, making everyone anxious and tense. They need to find a way through or around this frozen blockage if they're going to have any chance of reaching the gold they know is waiting below. At a really tough point in their work, Tony brings out his latest big investment, a brand new D11 dozer that cost $2.7 million. This machine is huge and really strong, built for the hardest digging jobs. Tony has a brave plan. He's going to drive this giant dozer up to the very edge of a 40-foot drop, right over where the ground is super hard and frozen. His idea is to use a heavy 10-ton ripper attached to the dozer to break through the frozen ground. This task is quite risky. Operating a massive 120-ton dozer right next to a steep cliff takes a lot of careful handling and courage.
I may have to get one more, huh?
Tony climbs into the driver's seat of the D11, making sure to position it perfectly so that the ripper can hit the ground with maximum force. With every push he makes, large chunks of frozen earth are ripped apart, uncovering the valuable soil below that they're trying to reach. While Tony is working the dozer on the cliff, his team, led by a team member named Ruby, is busy down below. They're quickly clearing away the chunks of earth that Tony is breaking up. It's like a precise teamwork operation. Everyone knows their role and timing is crucial because every second they save means getting closer to the gold faster. This new method is not just speeding up their work, it's also putting Tony way ahead of schedule. Last year, he wouldn't have seen any gold yet, but this year, thanks to his new dozer, he's already pulling gold out of the ground, a whole month earlier than he planned. This boost is critical because Tony has set a very ambitious goal for himself this season. He wants to collect 9,000 ounces of gold. Getting off to a quick start is essential if he's going to reach that target. Each day with the new dozer, they're able to dig deeper and faster than before, making the most out of every hour they spend on the site. The team feels a rush every time they uncover more pay dirt because it means they are one step closer to achieving their gold target. As they continue, they become more efficient at clearing the broken ground, adapting to the challenges of working near a cliff, and coordinating their movements to keep the operation running smoothly. Each machine and decision in mining is crucial. Step into Tony's intense mining world, where risks are high but the rewards could be even higher, pushing the limits with powerful tools. This project is a really big deal and involves more than just using large machines. It also requires careful planning and a lot of guts. Tony's choice to buy a new bulldozer is paying off, as it helps them move through the hardest parts of the ground that used to stop them. The mood among the team is a mix of excitement and stress as they work hard, hoping to reach their goal of finding gold faster than before. This quick progress shows just how key it is to have good teamwork, precise actions, and the right equipment when trying to succeed in such a tough job. It's quite clear how powerful and strong the machines Tony uses are. His approach is pretty simple. Use bigger and tougher machines to break through the tough spots. This strategy is effective, but it relies completely on brute strength. Tony deals with problems by using more power and more machines, which also means more money is spent. This way of working really reflects Tony's character, bold, driven, and always willing to step up the effort. But it makes you think about the financial toll it takes on him. The use of big machinery can really affect the environment. These machines are bulky and strong, and it's concerning to think about the damage they might be doing to the land. Safety for his team is another big concern. Big machines come with big risks, and making sure everyone stays safe is a critical responsibility. Then there's the cost of keeping all this equipment in working order. It's not just about buying them, it's the constant costs for repairs and maintenance that can really start to pile up. In addition to these operational costs, the project requires careful coordination. Each day, Tony and his team need to plan out their tasks, deciding where to dig and how to manage their time efficiently. Missteps can lead to delays, which cost money and reduce morale. This makes effective communication and organization crucial. Furthermore, the impact on the surrounding community cannot be ignored. The noise and disruption caused by the heavy machinery can affect local residents, potentially leading to complaints and the need for Tony to engage with the community to keep tensions low. This requires a delicate balance of pursuing the project goals while maintaining good relations with the people who live nearby.
It was frozen way beyond what everybody thought. You couldn't touch it with anything but the 11.
Considering the long-term effects of such extensive use of heavy machinery, Tony has to think about ways to minimize environmental damage and perhaps invest in more sustainable practices. This could mean exploring newer technologies or methods that reduce the environmental footprint while still achieving the project goals. Engaging experts in environmental conservation might also help Tony find a balance between his ambitions and the well-being of the landscape around him. This thoughtful approach could not only lead to better outcomes for the project, but also improve its acceptance and reputation among concerned onlookers and stakeholders. The bigger the machine, the bigger the expense, and the bigger the risk. Every time Tony decides to use one of these giant machines, he's making a big bet. He's betting that the gold they find will be worth all the money spent on the machines, the potential harm to the environment, and the risks to his team's safety. This strategy reflects Tony's go big or go home attitude. He's not one to back down or try a softer approach. It's all about moving forward, no matter what stands in the way. While this makes him successful, it also brings big challenges. Every piece of earth they move, every hour they operate these huge machines, adds to the total cost, both in money and impact. It's a tough balancing act, managing the need to find gold quickly with the need to handle the land carefully and keep everyone safe. As much as the big, powerful machines help dig up tons of soil, and get to the gold faster, they also pose big questions about sustainability and safety. Tony has to weigh these factors every day, deciding if the fast progress is worth the heavy costs. As the season goes on, these decisions will continue to shape not only his success, but also the impact he has on the environment and his team. Could Tony Beets's aggressive mining methods be harming Yukon's environment more than they benefit it? What do you think about the impact of such large-scale gold mining? Share your thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more discussions.